Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place and I hope you're all enjoying Vlogmas so far. Now there are a lot of amazing books out in 2018 and I have been lucky enough to read a few of them already. Today I thought I would give you short reviews of books that I would really recommend you reading that come out in 2018. I will do them in order of their release dates and I hope you enjoy this video. So the first one is a book that I have spoke about so much and it is The Extinction Trials by S.M. Wilson. Now this book was described as the Hunger Games meets Jurassic Park, which that in itself was enough to make me think, I need to read this book. And I finished it in a day, and so did my husband actually. He isn't a really big reader, but he read this book in one sitting, which is kind of unheard of for him. So it is based on Lincoln and Storm Chaser. It is a dystopian setting, and it is in a world where dinosaurs and humans coexist. Now the humans live on another continent, but they are overpopulating fast, and they need more room, more space, more food, and more habitable conditions. So they want to learn more about the dinosaurs so that they can make them extinct pretty much and take over where they're living. So the people in charge set up this Hunger Games type style. People volunteer themselves rather than being chosen at random, and they have to go to the continent where the dinosaurs live and try and find out more information by doing things like stealing eggs. So we follow Lincoln and Storm Chaser's journeys into Pluthoria, and it gets a bit messy. It is very gory, it is very graphic, it is everything I would want from a young adult novel about dinosaurs. It's flipping amazing. The next book, which also comes out in January, is Everless by Sarah Holland. I don't even know how to describe this book, but it is a time where punishment is not being put in prison or being killed. It is a time where people bleed away your time alive. So if you do a crime, you are not put in prison for 30 years, but you are drained of your life for 30 years. I found this such an interesting concept, and I think it would be pretty cool if it existed. It is filled with alchemy, sorcery, blood, violence, and it follows the story of Jules. Jules and her father aren't very rich, they're behind on the rent, and you can sell some of your time to gain money, and her father has been doing that for far too long, and Jules now wants to do something about it because she's worried that her father doesn't have very long left. So it is her journey into visiting Everless and finding out secrets that she did not want to find out. The next two both come out on the 8th of February. These are two brilliant books, so the 8th of February is obviously a very good publication date. The first one is Goodbye Perfect by Sarah Bernard. Now this is a contemporary and it focuses on two female characters, Eden and Bonnie. Now Eden and Bonnie are best friends. They tell each other everything. There is nothing that they don't know about each other. And one day Eden wakes up and Bonnie is missing. Bonnie tells Eden that she's run away. She is very private about it and won't let much on about what's happening. But when Eden goes downstairs, she finds policemen waiting and they tell her that her best friend has run away with their music teacher. Now Eden is stuck between telling the policeman and her family that she is in contact with Bonnie and being the loyal best friend that she has always been. The days pass and Bonnie gets more and more sucked into this world with the music teacher, and things start to get scary and real for Eden, and she feels like she needs to do something. Now I don't want to say much more than that, but it is their journey into unravelling what is really happening with the music teacher and Bonnie. The next book is Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. This book is just stunning. Never have I cried more at a book as I did this one. It's focused on three teenagers. Two of them are adopted and one was fostered. Now they all have pretty traumatic lives and they all have a lot going on in their lives, but their tales intertwine when they find out that they are actually siblings and they have all been living within an hour of each other their entire lives. Now this is a massive revelation for them and they're trying to find out where they fit into each other's lives and adapting to a life with siblings now. But as I said earlier, there is a lot going on in their personal lives before they met each other, so it's about being honest and opening up to each other, and also their journey in finding their biological mother. And as I said, it is a really heartbreaking book and I would be very surprised if this didn't make you cry. The next book comes out on the 8th of March and it is More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Camara. Now, this isn't a sequel to Letters of the Lost, but it is set in the same universe, so we are familiar with all the characters and the setting if you've read the first book. But Bridget has described it as a standalone, so you most certainly don't have to have read Letters to the Lost to enjoy this one. It focuses on Rev. Now, if you've read Letters to the Lost, you will already be familiar with Rev. He is one of my favourite characters in a book ever. He grew up in an abusive household and was adopted by his parents now when he was quite young. He remembers everything that his father did to him, and we find out in a lot of detail what really went on with him and his father. His father is trying to get back into contact with him now that Rev is 18, and Rev doesn't know how to deal with this. And that's when we meet Emma. Emma is going through a lot herself. Her parents are going through a divorce, and she's being threatened by this awful person online. And they come together in the most random circumstance, and they find out that they can help each other, and that opening up to someone isn't the worst thing in the world. And I think this book is about not judging people when you see them, and how important it is to open up to someone and share how you're really feeling, even the quiet ones. Well, especially the quiet ones. This book is amazing, and I am so excited for you guys to read it. The last one comes out on the 5th of April. This is a little bit of a cheat because I haven't actually read it. It is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Now, the tagline of this book was enough to make me want it alone. We were all villains in the beginning. We weren't given much of a choice. Now, I haven't actually had a chance to read this book yet, but I know I will love it. I have heard so many amazing things about it already, so I am very, very excited to give this book a go. If you also got sent a copy of this and have had a chance to read it, please let me know in the comments below what you thought, because I would love to hear some more opinions. And that is it. That is just some of the books I'm excited for in 2018 that I have been lucky enough to read already. Let me know which books you're most excited for to read in 2018. I have such a long list, and I cannot wait for 2018 to come around, because if it's as good as 2017 for new book releases, we're in for a good year. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.